All right, everybody. Hey, how you guys doing out there? I'm going to do a really quick update. I got to get out of here. Got to get dressed. Got the whole family. We're headed off today. So, listen, very interesting. We kind of touched down, and we've been talking about. I'm going to bring over my other main chart that I've been watching. So, I created this chart last night. This is my 7MA chart. As you can see, I went back historically and I took a look at every time on the 2-day 7MA, kind of what's happened, right? And here, stronger sentiment came down, broke up, broke through, nice bounce. Here, touched the 7MA, bounced off it, touched it again, broke through, right? Got a bunch of bounces off it, right? Now, back here, this was in July, just ripped right through it. Following in September, ripped right through it. Now broke through it, and then here we are. We ripped right back through it. But now what's happening is, these are all lower highs, lower high, lower high, lower high. And at this point in time, it's a lot harder to start ripping through anything when it's just moving flat, right? Because, you're ripping through it, but I mean, you have to have some sort of a relief bounce, kind of what's occurring here. It dropped down to the bottom of the Bollinger Band here, and from then on, we were in a doomsday scenario where a lot of people thought we were just accumulating for the next run up. In fact, all we were doing was just dying out with lower and lower highs until we finally capitulated down to where we're at now. Now, taking that into account again, the 7MA, I look back historically, and one of the things I'm looking back is, how many times do we break over the 7MA? What was the effect once we do break over the 7MA on the 2-day chart? And, what's the possible outcomes? One of the scenarios I'm looking at here is we came down and we tested the 7MA. Now, we have tested it on lower time frames multiple times over and over and over and over. We have banged on this, banged on this, banged on this a few times, right? One of the things I do want to note is that, we definitely have retraced somewhat. I would have liked to see a little bit more of a retrace, especially if people are talking about this inverted hammer here. I'm sorry, this inverted head and shoulders that people are, this is one of the things people are throwing out there. They're touting this. There's the neckline. If that's your shoulder, that's a pretty low shoulder. Is it possible? Yeah, it's totally possible, right? I like to look at this more as a sloping. This would be a sloping inverse head and shoulder. Now, I would like for this to test a little bit lower, right? A little bit lower, then you come back up. This would be a more ideal situation. Put in a much more a bullish candle, kind of like we have over here. The situation we had like here, this is a much more bullish candle right here. This is kind of a bearish candle still, not kind of, it is a bearish candle, especially with bearish volume. So we can come over here. Look, this is bearish volume. There's no doubt about it. Now, if this was way down here, teeny tiny volume, I wouldn't be so bearish on this chart and or looking for this deeper inverse head and shoulders, right? Which, you've got 3 hours left in this candle. You need a really strong retrace on this candle up here to make this into a very bullish candle and or some sort of a pin bar candle here to get what I would look at is the inverse head and shoulders bounce out of here. I'm looking at this more as this has one more leg to go down. Then if you put a nice bottom in on this thing, a nice wick, then we'd be looking for the push back up. But this is bearish volume. Now, your bearish volume, even though you get 3 hours left, it's still going to be a pretty weak candle just because the holidays were very weak. We saw the bearish divergence on the volume on the 2-day right here. It's clear as day. And now the bearish volume is pretty equal. It's pretty substantial right here. You didn't have a massive dropout like you did here. So let me scoot this out. See, here you'd go. There's that massive fallout, bullish divergence, and boom, shot back up, right? Nice little bounce back up. Now we are under and I'll highlight this, make this a little bit bigger. This is the mean line for the this Bollinger Band, this 2-day Bollinger Band. We are on the lower side of it. We did test the top side, pretty significant when you look back. Test it over it down, test it over it down, touch the top of it. There's our touch of the top. There's our touch of the top. We haven't gone all the way back up and touched the top of that. That's at 4,800. Since this is a 2-day chart, this would probably end up at about 4,600, 4,500 as this moved down if we did get a really nice bounce out of here. But right now we do have the mean line above us, and when this closes, we are going to close below the mean line, right? So in 3 hours, unless this thing pulls all the way back up, it will close below the mean line. Now, once you got below the mean line up here, you see, you just bang, 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 you just kept banging on it over and over and over. So once you get below that mean line, take a look, bang, bang, down, right? Get below the mean line right there, test up, just couldn't break up over the mean line. Test, used it as a resistance. Same thing, broke the mean line here, test back, tested a couple times. If we close below this mean line, this is just another bearish sign that we have, that we need, one more little leg down, and or if it does give it up here, if it gives up the goods, we are going to be coming all the way back down here, testing at least 3,300. I still want to see 3,550 is really the key level I want to see tested right here and destroyed by the bears. By the bulls, it's very simple. You're just looking to put in a higher high. My challenge with the bulls is, even if they put in a higher high, I'm just going to be looking to short the living bejesus out of this, moving its way back down, right? Moving its way all the way back down. As you go into more of the micro charts, and I don't want to do it on this one. All right, let's go back into the micro charts. So as we go back into the smaller charts right here, is this the one I was using? Nope. Let me find that. There we go. As you go back into the smaller charts right here, you do see what could possibly be a double bottom. And I pulled this one all the way down to the 4 hour, and I'll draw that on there. Double bottom. And there would be there's that, right? And there's your neckline. So if this is playing out as a double bottom, what you're looking for here is a confirmation to break the neckline. So you want to break, oh, get out of there, you piece of junk. Break the neckline. It is really what the bulls want to do. It's very simple. Bulls just want to break this neckline here. And this is what the bull's job is. Bull's job is to break the neckline. So your neckline is presently sitting at, and this is Coinbase, don't judge me, at 38.50, 38.40. So this is what the bulls want to do. The bulls want to pull this off. So for me, I would be watching, very simple. Now, you've got your bullish thing. See this right here? This is, I'm going to go in and we're going to show you this real quick. Go to the 12 hour. You technically have a bull cross, right? There it is. That thing is crossed, right? You technically have a bull cross right now, okay? So this is your bull cross right here. There's your neckline. I'm sorry, there's your air. Can't do it. I gotta pull that off. Too small. All right. And there's your top. There's your bottom. There's your bottom. There's your top. So your neckline on the 12 hour is definitely a little bit higher. It's up there. 38.50. Now, looking at this, there's your bull cross. You've got this bull cross. One of the things I think that's playing out is I think this is the strength of this bull cross. It's playing out. And what I want to do is let's go back and see the last couple times that this bull cross has played out, right? So zoom this out. We're looking for the 30.50 bull cross. All right. All right, was the last time we had a 30.50 bull cross. Let's run in here. Remember, the 30's got to come from the bottom side. It was over the price. All right, there you go. So here you had a 30.50 bull. Nope. Take it back. That's a 50.30. There. Okay, here we go. There's a 30.50 bull cross, and so you see this huge wick that's smashed down here. Well, the 30.50 bull cross, this was previous to the bull cross, so this price action was dying, huge dying. the bull cross happened. It pushed the price action all the way back up here, but the price action did continue out to die. So it was actually a very weak bull cross. It had a short-term effect. It did stop the plummeting right here. It did bounce this up nice and high, and then it did just bounce all the way down, and the price did continue to capitulate below the below the 30 and the 50 bull cross. Take a look right here. There's the bull cross right there. Oh my God, put in the most perfectest of perfect spinning tops right there, right as the bull cross hit, and then just died into the bull cross, right? So with that being said, looking at this bull cross, right, where we're at right now, I feel the bull cross, once it did hit in that last 12 hours, that is what did play out. On a macro, now if you get down here, and you really want to get nitpicky on this chart right here, right? One of the things you can do on the 12-hour is you can wedge this up. It is possible to wedge this up here like that, like some kind of a wedge or flag, you know, some kind of pennant. So you can pull this into there just like that. Okay. On the top, very interesting, on the top side of the 12-hour, we got rejected by the, that's the 10 MA, the 20 MA. That's the 20 MA, this is the 10 MA up here. So this is kind of the goal for the Bears and the Bulls. I'm going to draw this back in here. I want to put this in the members area. So the goal, and we're going to put this up here. The Bulls need to break the neckline. All right, so for this to be a double pattern, a double bottom, the Bulls need to break the neckline right there, and that neckline is at 38.50. 38.50. So for me, I would not be looking to go long. I would not look to go long until this gets broken. And then what I'll do is I'm going to share a chart with everybody. Okay. I'm going to put this over here. Un momento, por favor. All right, so there you go. So this is kind of how you would play this tweezer bottom. Technically, this is a tweezer bottom on the daily. Okay, so this is a tweezer bottom on the daily. I will show you that, but I would not be looking to go crazy until you snap this neckline here, right? I wouldn't be looking to go bullish until you break the neckline right there. And this kind of shows you on this chart with that tweezer bottom and or double bottom right there. I'm going to snip this for the members. All right. All right, and there we go. Other than that, I mean, I find that we're just ranging right here, and I really would like to, I'll draw this, there's that, there's now this, right? And this is all we're doing. I just feel we're ranging, and you can break either side, top or bottom, but I wouldn't feel comfortable going long until I broke above this, or short until I broke above that. And then on your 4 hour, you're about to get also a death cross on your 4 hour in 8 hours from now. You are also going to get that 3-day death cross. So let's go back. I want to talk about the 3-day death cross in 1 second, just to make sure I remind every single body out there. There's that 3-day death cross right there. All right. And let's pull this back. I'm going to leave this in the 4 hour. Messy chart. Actually, I'm going to pull this, copy, and pull this back over to this chart right here. Which one am I going to? Let me do this. Okay, let me adjust this. Okay. All right, let me get back over here. I want to run back over to this. Okay, so we're going to bring Bitstamp up on the 3-day. All right. All right, so here is this is the 100. All right, there that is right there. And then over here, I'm gonna bring this up to the weekly. $30, 100. Oops, 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 oops. Hold on, one more, one more. Yes, it has to close above that. So you want it to close above this and reopen and run above that. If you get above this 3,800, you're going to get yourself a nice little run to the 4,000 range. Just to me right now, I mean, this is pretty good bullish volume. You're posting up on this 12-hour candle right here. There's nothing, there's nothing horrific about it, but it is still trending bearish. You still have a bear trend, bearish divergence on this. Here's your high, mid, and you're just not being able to post up a low here. You're low on all your volumes. This is just, it's holidays, guys. It's the holiday season. The stock market just bounced 700 points, right? There's the stock market. Holy Jesus, like that's a 700 point bounce right there, boys and girls. Stock market. I love how when the stock market dies, Bitcoin is supposed to go through the roof, right? If you listen to a bulltard, but when the stock market rebounds, there's nigh a word that why isn't Bitcoin dying, right? Bitcoin should die. When the stock market takes off, shouldn't Bitcoin die? It's just freaking idiots, right? It's just, some people are just absolute morons, right? And we've talked about this. We talked about where the money's going to go in the stock and which stock market to look at. It's Chinese stock market. I'm not worried about American stock market. It's the Chinese stock market that you all need to take a look at. That's where money's going to come from. That's where you guys need to be looking for money to pour into Bitcoin because they have a lot more rules and regulations, and it's much crazier over there, right? Their currency is much more manipulated and controlled. So for us, I feel that Chinese stock market's really the key indicator for us to look at. As that continues to crash out, that will help Bitcoin. All right. Listen, that's it. That's all I got, everybody. Everybody be safe, trade safe. Listen, I'm not going to be around a lot today, right? I'm not going to be around a lot today. But if you break this, I'm telling you, if you break this is how this is going to play out, okay? Oops, sorry. If you break either one of these, there's your target right there, right? You break this, there's your target there. You break this, there's your target there, right? And I even feel if you break this, that's going to be your target right there. I feel if you break this, your target is going to be all the way down here, 3,200. I think you're going to fall all the way down to 3,200. If you break this line right here, if we smash this, I think we're going to get a strong leg down, a strong move down. And we'll go like there. We'll go like right 786, right? So I think if we break this right here, we'll get to 786. Now this could just move sideways, right? We could look for some sideways lateral movement in here. But I think if you break, remember you got to break 850. You're going to go to 4K. This would be my first target. And then my second target would be, yeah, let's stick to this right now because I think this is a small chart. So you're going to be moving sideways. So I think you'd do something like this. All right. And there we go. All right. So we're just going to post this up. I want to say thank you. Okay, so I'm going to write here. Break over 3850 and 4241. fail here, and what did I say, 3350. All right. Yes, thank you all so much. I am the Vamp. We are from Until One Mil. Don't forget, we are offering a 20% special to get over here and be a part of our amazing group. Get all of our amazing indicators. We would love to have you. All you got to do is go to our website, Until One Mil. It's right here. There you get the Vamp package, which is this guy's amazing, right? Just go to the home page, click here for packages. Once you get into the package, you got Bull, you got Vamp. We have applications open for whales. You just hit the enroll button. Love to have you. Go on down there. Just type the thing right now is Merry Christmas is our thing. So you just got to send in 20% off of point 0.4 BTC. This is lifetime. We would love to have each and every one of you. Always appreciate any kind of shout out you can throw for the brother on Twitter. I am the Vamp. We are from Until One Mil, and I am out.